as the penalty will be against, I think, Gate City, actually. Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Against Gate City. So, 15 more against the Blue Devils. How many penalties is that? Is that 11?
That's 11 for each team.
11 penalties, 4 turnovers.
Joe, here's you a figure. After an hour-and-a-half delay, Cherokee is preparing to take the field with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Things could be worse.
I guess. 4:15 left here in the ballgame. 35-12. Sullivan South on the doorstep of Gate City. Again, they're on the 11-yard line. They can still pick up a first down. They're going to give it to Harker Road up the middle. He's going to gain maybe 1, 2. Give him 2 yards. Second down and 8. 3:50 left in the ballgame. South fans are loving life right now. Of course,
well, Chilhowie's regular season winning streak is over. It's just gone final. Narrows has defeated them 20-14.
You know, we thought that'd be a closer than expected game. Again, at home, that's the first time those two have met. Again, Region 1C versus Region 1D, and again, Narrows with the win. So here we go. Second down and 7 for South as they continue to go down the field. Again, that's going to be to number 2. That's Jackson McGee, as he'll gain about, give him 2 on the play. Third down and 5. Clock is at 3 minutes, 35-12 South. Again, stay with us. We'll have a short James River Advisors post-game show. Of course, we've been giving you scores. And do want to say thank you to everybody that stayed with us through the lightning delay. We've been on the air right now almost 4 hours so far. 2:40 left. Third down and right at 6 yards for South. They've stayed in the I set. They've moved it down the field as they're going to give it up the middle. That's going to go to McLean. And McLean actually slid in. He had to put his hand down and got in the end zone there in the end. So extends the Sullivan South lead to 41-12. Again, that one by Damian McLean from about 6 yards out. It's going to be an extra point attempt for Sullivan South. Snap, kick, up, and good. 42-12. 2:22 left in the ball game. Chris, what do you got? Anything?
Well, we got some finals for some other places starting to roll in. Rural Retreats defeated Grayson County 15-7. I mentioned the Chilhowie game. 8 wins in a row for Tennessee High over Virginia High. They win big, 46-23. And Crockett and Knox Webb have gone final. Crockett wins that one 28-21. Yeah. It's kind of not much else to say right now.
So 22 combined penalties, 4 Gate City turnovers, missed opportunities, and big plays. Kind of the synopsis.
That kind of sums it up right there. Hone Acres defeated Twin Valley 54-14.
Well, at least they kept it within 30 this time. 40.
So, Joe, I guess we start looking to next week, and hopefully Gate City can right this ship.
Well, and the good thing about what Gate City's got here, it's not things that can't be corrected. Fumbles, penalties. You know, it's one thing if you're, you know, if South was physically better than Gate City, but they weren't.
No, this is a game that honestly Gate City is beating themselves.
So, I mean, it's, take nothing away from South. I mean, good luck to them and the rest of their season as they do kick off there and it goes deep to Jenkins on the 5. He's comes out to the 10, 15, makes a move, up to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He makes another move back across midfield, and he's going to be tackled down to the 40-yard line of Sullivan South. 55-yard return. You can't keep Jenkins down the whole game. And again,
he made a couple of good spin moves there and just refused to go down.
So great play by Jenkins, gets Gate City into Sullivan South territory. 2:07 left. Again, it's 42-12. But yeah, as we were talking about, yeah, I mean, best of luck to South, for a good season and as you move forward. But again, Gate City, these were things that anyway, what do you say? Carson Jenkins does come in at quarterback now as he leads the second team offense. They are going to be in the T formation. And it's going to go up the middle. Great run by Fleming. Fleming refuses to go down. He's got almost 15 yards on the first play. Again, Ethan Fleming, great job, great hustle. Again, that was just a simple dive that he went right up the middle as the clock runs at 1:52. Ethan Fleming, 5'8", 165-pound freshman, as he found some running room against that South defense. They're going to mark it at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Clock runs, it's 1:40 left. They're back in the T formation. Jenkins at quarterback. And they're going to give it up the middle. That's going to go to number 21, C.J. Hicks. He's a 5'8", 140-pound sophomore, as he picked up about 5 yards. As they're looking to drive. 1:20 and the clock runs. Again, folks, stay with us for it's going to be a shorter than normal because, again, we've been on the air so long. A lot of these have already went final that we've already brought you. As Carson Jenkins brings them up, and this time he's going to give it up the middle, and
Ooh.
Great hit by South. Made him pay for it, but Isaac Rice with the run, number 13. He's a 5'9", 140-pound sophomore. He got about 4.5 yards. It's going to be third and short. 50 seconds left as, again, they're in the T formation. Up the middle goes Fleming once again. He's going to be, well, depending on the spot of the play. They're going to say he's short, 4th down. Oh, wait a minute. One referee waved at the other one and said 1st down, so they changed the call. 1st down and 10.
20 seconds to go. They've wound the clock.
Throw it, Coach. Throw it. Throw it. As they wanted to reset the clock. 8, 7, 6, 5. Folks, that's going to be the ball game. Gate City. Still a lot to be positive about for this Gate City football team. However, 4 turnovers, 11 penalties. Wasn't their night tonight. 42-12 is the final. We'll take a quick break, come back with the James River Advisors post-game show. Again, quickly we'll go over the scores, talk a little bit about this game, get you ready for Ridgeview next week as we go on the road for 3. Again, you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Are you ready to retire? Or are you currently retired and not happy with your investments? Are you looking for a retirement specialist that cares about you and your needs? Look no further than James River Advisors. Our local office in Gate City is managed by Edwin Cox, and he is ready to take care of all of your needs. He believes in establishing long-lasting relationships with his clients based on trust. Edwin is ready to take care of your financial planning needs, college planning, investments, and much, much more. Give him a call today at 276-690-8014. Again, that's 276-690-8014. He's located at 122 East Jackson Street next to Dollar General in Gate City. James River Advisory, Inc. is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only and not intended for the offer, solicitation, or sale or purchase of securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments do involve risk, unless otherwise stated, is not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with your qualified financial advisor or tax professional before implementing any strategy therein. Past performance is not indicative of future performances.
Open 6 days a week and specializing in all types of truck, trailer, and heavy equipment repair, M&P Repair can take care of all of your needs. Serving the area from their convenient Gate City location on U.S. Highway 23 North, M&P Repair also works with owner-operators and fleet operators for maintenance, repairs, and they also give free estimates. So give them a call today at 276-870-0989. That's 276-870-0989. M&P Repair proudly supports Gate City Athletics.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, we are back here on the James River Advisors postgame show. South over in front of their band. They're playing their school song and, again, celebrating a 42-12 victory tonight over Gate City. Gate City just concluded their team huddle as they're going out to talk to their parents and other students. So, Chris, take us through the stats.
Okay. You have to excuse all the blue markings on my paper when you go back to look for this. But Jenkins, I had him unofficially again with, 54 yards on rushing on the night. Dondre Mack had 18. Calhoun, 119. Great showing for Calhoun tonight. Reed with 29. Blanton with 7 yards. Roten with 9. Tomlinson with 5. Fleming with 14. Hicks with 5. And Rice with 5. On the receiving side, I had Roten with 13 yards. Penalties, I normally don't go over this, but I thought this was worth mentioning. First half, Gate City was penalized 3 times for 20 yards. South was penalized twice for 15. Second half, both teams were penalized 95 yards. That wound up Gate City a total of, if I'm not mistaken, 115 yards in penalties, and South 110 yards in penalties. The main stat, though, 4 Gate City turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, compared to none for South. And then, of course, the stat that matters most, the score, 42-12 Rebels.
The end.
The end.
The end. So, all right, one last time, let's go through the scoring. What we've got, Southwest Virginia, Upper East Tennessee. Again, it's been a busy night, of course, with our delayed the lightning delay that caused us to be this late again. It's right around 10 o'clock right now, and we've been on the air right at 4 hours.
4 hours.
So,
okay, I'll run through Tennessee first. At last report, Greenville climbed back into the game with Science Hill. Science Hill leads by 3, 24-21. Unicoi all over Happy Valley, 28-0. Elizabethton, about like we expected, 35-12 over Boone. It's gone final. Hampton, 42-0 over Cloudland. Sullivan North could not pull it out tonight.
What?
They lose to Chucky Doak, 34-7.
3-0 on the road and 0-1 at home to Chucky Doak.
At last report, and that was early in the game, Sullivan Central was 7-0 over Pigeon Forge. I'm sure that's changed by now. I've not seen any updates on it. Volunteer, last report, 24-21 over Sullivan East. That game has gone back and forth about 3 times. Crockett defeats Knox Webb, 28-21. Cherokee now up 14-0 over Morristown West at the start of the second quarter. They had an hour and a half delay. Over in Virginia, as I mentioned, Tennessee High, 8 wins in a row now over Virginia High. They win 46-23. Union was up 21-6 over Letcher County Central. Hancock County taking the lead over Rye Cove, 28-22 at last report. Twin Springs, 28, North Green 6. Tazewell, 16-6 over Mount View. Chilhowie loses to Narrows 20-14, so Chilhowie's regular season winning streak comes to a grinding halt. Ridgeview holds on and takes down Wise Central 41-12. Pulaski 49-0 over Abingdon. Twin Valley loses to Honaker 54-14. Thomas Walker squeaks out a win over Castlewood 14-12. Lebanon was trailing Grundy by 10, 36-26 at the last report. So Grundy is kind